Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Josette. Thanks so much for watching. So today's video we're going to be talking about my top 3 favorite oils for natural hair. I'm a very low maintenance person. I don't like to do too much with my hair. I just did my second big chop. Loving it, but I'm trying to find the best way to have a very simple hair care routine that is effective. So I'm just going to be talking to you about my top 3 oils. I don't use too many oils. I've tried some I don't like, some I do like, so let's just get into the video. So first, let's just get into the oils that don't work for me. Oils that they do nothing for my hair. My hair is not impressed by them. The number 1 is coconut oil. Coconut oil does absolutely nothing for my hair. If anything, it adds shine, but I don't really need shine. I need moisture. You know, that's more important to me than shine. It just does nothing. It just sits on my strands and it doesn't soak in, and I don't like that feeling of touching my hair and just seeing all of the oil on my hands. I want to know that it's penetrating my strands. Coconut oil doesn't do that. I use it to moisturize my feet, and that's about it. So the next one that doesn't work for me, it's not that it doesn't work, but it just doesn't do anything for me, and that is Argan Oil. It's a very luxury sort of product. Whenever it's marketed, it's always marketed as high-end luxury, and that is great, but you know, it does have a lot of slip, it does add a lot of shine, but just in the long run I've noticed that it doesn't do anything to my hair other than add shine. It makes it look really shiny. So maybe if you want your hair to if you're going out and you want your hair to just sparkle, Argan Oil is definitely for you, but I'd rather spend my money on an oil that I know is not just going to make my hair look good, but really just add nutrients, add benefits, and add moisture. That's really the key for this winter, is to make sure that my hair is always moisturized. Now, I've heard a lot about Hobo Oil, so I decided to get it from the beauty supply. I don't know if the one I got is just low end or what, but first of all, it's really scented and I don't like the scent of it. It's way too perfumey. It doesn't do much for my hair. I feel like it's another one that just kind of sits on the top of my hair. Now, this all really depends on your hair type, what your hair needs, but with my hair, it just doesn't do much, and I don't like the feeling of oil just sitting on my hair strands. So those are the 3 I don't really like. Not really a fan of. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy again for my hair. So did I use up my Argan Oil? Yes, I did, because I don't like wasting things. Am I going to use my Hobo Oil? Most likely. I might see if someone else in my family wants to use it as well. What are you doing? That's my earring. Ow! So yeah, now we're going to get into the oils that do work for my hair and that I do recommend. So let's just get into it. So the first oil that I want to talk about that has never let me down is castor oil. My natural hair loves castor oil. The thing that I love the most about this oil is that it's viscous. You know, it's thick, it's sticky. It really coats your hair strands and penetrates, and that's what's the most important with my hair, because it does get dry easily. So I really need an oil that's going to penetrate my hair strands and actually work. Now, the thing with castor oil as well is that I usually use it, well, I always use it when my hair is damp or wet, because it's part of my lock method. So I use the liquid, and then I use oil, and then I use like a conditioning cream. But the oil part for me is one of my favorites, is to use castor oil. Another thing that I love about castor oil is that it makes my curls juicy. Like, it makes them look plump. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes them super defined, and that's something that it's really hard to find in an oil, because usually an oil just coats your hair strands. It may add some shine, you know, but castor oil just really seems to be made for natural hair. So I recommend trying castor oil if you haven't for your natural hair. I used it today, of course, so I just love using it all over, and then I like to add a lot to my hairline just to make my edges pop a little bit more. And castor oil has so many benefits, and number one that I'm sure you've heard about castor oil is that it helps with hair growth. And I would have to actually test that, you know, compare using castor oil for a month and then not using it for a month and see if there's a difference. But I know that having moisture locked in definitely promotes growth, so in that sense I can definitely vouch for castor oil. So my number one oil that I recommend that I use all the time on wash day is castor oil. The next oil I want to talk about is one that I actually discovered when I had my son. So when he was first born, the only oil that I used in his hair was olive oil, and even now the only oil I use is olive oil. So I do use a cream for his hair now because it does get tangled, but in the beginning I only used olive oil, and then I was like, let me try this in my hair, and my hair loves olive oil. I actually often use a mixture of castor oil and olive oil. The thing with olive oil is you can just get it in the grocery store. It's not super expensive, and you can get like a huge bottle, and that will last you months and months, probably years actually. So I love olive oil so much. It's just really rich and it makes your hair shiny. The only downside is that it does have a bit of a smell, but if you're using oil and then a cream over it, it will mask the smell. Yes, Gabriel, I'm talking about you. So I definitely recommend olive oil as well. Does a really good job of adding shine to my hair and moisturizing as well. So for castor oil, it's really good to lock in moisture. Olive oil is good to add shine, moisture. Yes, Gabriel, come on. To add shine and moisture. Those are definitely two benefits of using olive oil in your hair. Also, it's all natural, especially if you're just getting pure olive oil. Okay, Gabriel wants to join us. His hair is not done, so. Hi, baby. Say hi. Your hair's a mess. We need to do your hair, right? Okay, so definitely my number two oil is olive oil. I use it every single wash day and in between to moisturize my scalp as well. The next oil I want to talk about is almond oil. This is another favorite of mine. It's a much lighter oil, so it's really good for re-moisturizing your hair. It's also good for wash day, but just to add moisture back in, like when you spray your hair with some water, add some oil when you really don't want to pack it on, because using castor oil over and over again will definitely add a lot of buildup. So I feel like castor oil is best on clean hair, but if your hair's a little bit dirty, almond oil is so light that you can just add it onto your hair and it will kind of revive your curls, add some moisture back, add some shine, and it's also pretty affordable. If you look on Amazon, you can find some bottles on there. So please comment below which are your top 3 oils for natural hair, which ones work for you, which ones don't. Do you use some of the same ones that I do? Definitely comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and like I said, comment below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!